Today I wanted to sit down with you guys and talk to you about the PC market and how prices are going right now, because a couple months ago I did this a while back with the GPUs and you all seem to really like that video. So today we're going to be going over the current fiasco going along with the PC parts market, which of course is going to be the RAM pricing, the SSD pricing, and just generally what's going on with inventory right now, because it is a very weird market right now. This has not been something that we've seen before, and I also wanted to go into a bit of a deeper dive into why this is happening, and also kind of talk about how I'm a little worried about the future of the market, because overall, this could be a long-term issue that we're gonna be having, especially with how things are going in the world right now. So we're gonna talk about all of that, and of course, the main thing that we're gonna be talking about right now is RAM prices. Of course, to start off, we have to talk about DDR5 RAM, and up until about a couple months ago, I'd say DDR5 RAM was pretty good. It was actually getting down to like 80 to like 85 bucks for the cheaper stuff, and then of course going up to about 100 for the RGB and like this nicer kits of RAM like from Corsair. But the problem was that DDR4 kind of was already on its way out, because manufacturers were already stopping the production of that RAM, because of course DDR4 and AM4 is just kind of dying at this point, and obviously they're moving resources to DDR5. But even while moving resources to DDR5, the thing that happened is that we completely ran out of the ability to make DDR5 RAM even recently, just because of what's going on in the world right now. And taking a look at the RAM pricing, you can see that not only is there barely anything in stock, only really RAM kits from Crucial, and maybe some even Silicon Power is pretty much out. Yeah, so pretty much just from Crucial, and then I think Corsair on Newegg. There really isn't a lot available on Amazon right now. At least it's available, and you can still get kits, but they're about double the price, if not a little over double, which is pretty crazy because we've never seen RAM prices this high before. And the main reason why this is happening right now is because of the kind of the AI boom. And I guess these system integrators and these people and big companies using AI now, they're taking a lot of the components that are needed for us PC gamers, and that shortage is now causing these prices to go insane, and the inventory levels just to go down into their lowest point they've ever been in. Because even whenever I built my first DDR5 PC like almost 2 years ago, this is still right now more expensive than it was back then, which is kind of crazy. Taking a look at Newegg, you can see here we have a lot more Corsair options on this website, and a couple of the Patriot RAM kits available as well. But still, I mean, you're looking at hundreds of dollars for especially the higher end stuff from Corsair and also G.Skill. I mean, you're looking at $200, $400 for 64 gigs, which is ludicrous. Yeah, it's pretty crazy right now. And it's funny because you used to be able to get free RAM with certain CPU purchases and stuff like that. But I don't think you can really do that anymore. I think the 9600X, you sometimes could for a little bit, but yeah, I mean, they're down to a Be Quiet pure rock cooler. So that's kind of the downside with the main current market situation with PC parts right now. The other thing that we also want to talk about is the SSD pricing. And these have been kind of on a slight incline in the last month or two, but I will say this hasn't been the first time that this has happened. We've had SSD shortages before, and they've kind of crept into this $100 price point, especially for like a Gen 4 NVMe. But like you can see here, 95 bucks for a P310 Crucial drive. That is a little on the higher side, kind of whenever they were first hitting the market, but it's not outrageous. You're spending like an extra 30 bucks or so, or sometimes 40 for a specific SSD. Like popular brands like I usually go to are like Clev, and those are completely sold out because everyone bought those. So there are things you still have to kind of take a look out for, but you know, these aren't too bad. This is just one of those smaller areas. Now, one thing that I will say, although these prices are pretty expensive right now, the only positive is the fact that the graphics cards are pretty much at a point now where you can get these cards for like a little under MSRP. Like, let's look up the 5070 real quick, because that's a great card that I think a lot of people are buying, in fact. And you can at least get graphics cards pretty much across the board, except for a couple options that are a little more popular at MSRP. So like this one, 5070 from MSI, $549. And oftentimes, like look at this Asus Prime model. This one's on a little deal right now for $543. So even lower than MSRP, obviously with tax, it's a little over, but you can still find a lot of cards at MSRP or slightly under, which does help pricing a little bit. And I think you can still justify building a gaming PC right now because of these facts. $499 for the 5070 right there, and that's Black Friday price protection on Newegg. So that's pretty awesome. And you can even do a rebate, which I don't even really count, but you can get this down as low as $479 if you go through the painstakingly long process of doing a $20 rebate card. That is a good thing to see. And then of course CPUs have kind of been a constant which is a good thing to see. I know we all kind of already took a look at this, but 9600X, you can get a free air cooler with this for $214, and then Amazon usually has them a couple of dollars cheaper if you want to save a bit of extra money. You already have a cooling solution in mind. Yeah, $193 for the 9600X, and then going up, I know the 7800X 3D has been on sale on Newegg, and then 9800X 3D, pretty average pricing, I will say. So nothing, I don't see anything going much different in this category. Cases for the most part are good to go. Power supplies are just fine. And this one's going to be a pretty interesting year, especially for Black Friday. And speaking of Black Friday, that's kind of the other point that I want to talk to you guys about with this video. And because a lot of the time, the last couple of years, because I've been following Black Friday pricing predictions and I've been doing videos on Black Friday for the last couple of years now, and there's been some pretty basic standard trends that we kind of follow in every year for Black Friday. Most of the time you get deals on SSDs, you get deals on RAM, and then you get deals on graphics cards. But this year, I think it's going to be a bit different because although you can see that like Black Friday price protection option on Newegg for that graphics card, I think you're only going to be saving about like 40 to 50 bucks on something like the graphics card or something like the CPU, because the areas where you normally would be able to save money on Black Friday deals are kind of at this weird point right now where RAM's pretty much out of the question right now. SSDs are pretty much out of the question. You might get them back down to like what we normally see them at. But aside from that, I don't think we're going to see that crazy of Black Friday deals this year. And that's going to be something that's going to be kind of challenging. And I'm even more worried at the fact that if people do wait for Black Friday pricing this year, they're not going to have any options available because of the fact that there's already limited inventory with things like RAM. And then you're going to have an incomplete gaming PC, you know, your parts are going to sit a bit longer, and that's never a fun thing to do. So this is going to be an interesting year for Black Friday, and I really think we're going to see some out of stock items for quite a while after this. So we also have potentially new GPUs coming up here in the short future, and if you guys have followed any GPU launches in the last bit, you can definitely see a trend at which whenever they stop producing them, there's like a 2 to 3 month area where there's really no graphics cards available for a good price. So if it were me and I'm looking at building a gaming PC or upgrading my PC for the holiday season, you got a bit of extra money coming in, I would probably say go ahead and build it. I don't think you're gonna be missing out this year too much on the Black Friday deals. Like I said, Newegg has kind of moved over to Black November, which I think is, at least they're admitting it now, but they've been doing that for the last year or two anyways. So if you can go ahead and just kind of bite the bullet and buy some of the things that you've been wanting to buy, now wouldn't be a bad time because it is going to get a little crazy, I think, around that holiday season, and lead times are going to get longer as well because obviously there's more inventory and people buying and shopping, and of course it is just going to get longer and longer for you to get these parts. So the last thing I wanted to take a look at before we kind of wrap up this video is going to be the AMD side of things. I know we touched base on the NVIDIA side for graphics cards and stuff like that. We don't have any Newegg Black November protected deals, but I will say there are some really solid deals here. Just scrolling down this list, I mean, you have this nice XFX model for 16 gig 9060 XT for $359. That's right above MSRP. $369, $379. These aren't bad options here. And then, of course, you have a little more for a white card, 16 gig. That's actually really solid. So even these cards, and then the 9060 XT 8 gig is below MSRP, and it has been for a really long time. So on the downside, with the fact that RAM pricing and SSD pricing are kind of elevated right now, you at least have the ability to get other parts at MSRP or even below, like for instance with your 9060 XT 8 gig. So it kind of helps even it out a little bit. You aren't necessarily getting deals at the end of the day because you are having to pay a lot more for specific parts, but you can still deal hunt. And hey, if you wanted to buy used, although I don't think graphics cards are really worth buying used right now, you can still buy like used 40 series cards and save a couple hundred. You can save like $100 or so to kind of level out that overall price commitment to a gaming PC, and you can still end up pretty good for like a 1440p build. But aside from that though, there's used options out there if you want to take that risk. But aside from graphics cards, you can sometimes maybe look on eBay and maybe look into like a CPU motherboard RAM combo. Let me see if we can look up just B550 motherboard combo. Ooh. Yeah, I mean, and even then, like, they're kind of jacking up the price because of the fact that everything is so expensive right now. So you can see here, like, this dude's listing a 2700X Ryzen 7 with a B550 mortar board and then 16 gigs of DDR4 for $160 with $30 shipping. Yeah, these aren't great, honestly. I was gonna say go used, like I just said, but I mean, these are kind of stupid for the pricing, honestly. I mean, you can almost get a lot of this stuff for the same price new on Amazon. So like I looked on Amazon for DDR4, you can see here, you have $124, which is expensive, but they still have 16 gig kits like this Oloy kit for 3600 megahertz CL18 for $65. That's not awful. It's not great, but it's not awful. So you can still put together budget builds, especially on AM4 still, because I mean, yeah, you're looking at really cheap motherboards right now because no one's really buying these anymore. So you can get really cheap boards for V550s, and then your CPUs too. No one's really buying those either. And you can get decent deals like on a Ryzen 7 5800 XT. So I know AM4 has kind of been on the way out, but these kind of you can still find decent cheap CPUs. So like I know AM4 is kind of on the way out, but you can still find good deals on CPUs if you look around on Newegg, if you look around on Amazon, places like that, and you can find a decent RAM kit, and you'll still be in pretty good for a budget system. So hey, this one even comes with a wireless gaming mouse. So there's some options out there. CPU prices on AM4 are actually kind of getting out of hand too. So just some things to look out for, but this is not all bad news, I will say. It does look pretty bad right now. A lot of people are talking a lot about these prices online because they are kind of out of control, but you can still build a PC. I don't think it's that expensive to do so. But that's gonna wrap up this video on the market update. There's only a couple things that I want to talk to you guys about. So everything else has been pretty much stagnant and pretty much smooth sailing with parts prices and things like that. I will probably end up putting together a PC build for you guys here in the near future, potentially doing maybe like a used GPU to kind of give you guys my recommendation, or I could do, you know, the new route with these like better, cheaper prices. And then I can kind of give you guys a total on what I would do and the route I would go with working through this kind of more difficult market, if you will say. So if you want to see that video, let me know in the comments below, because I will be happy to plan it and build a PC for you guys. It's been a while since I've done it, honestly, so I wouldn't mind to do it again. So let me know down below, and I'll see you guys next week. Peace.